What's up, everyone? It's Julian here at Pellyfest, reporting for the Nocturnal. What am I doing here? Speaking with the cast of The Walking Dead, Dead City, as we're going to talk about Season 2. Got Negan back there, and Maggie, a.k.a. Lauren Cohan, Jeffrey D. Morgan, and much more. Good. How are you doing today? I know it's a crazy day.
I'm excited. Yes.
Are you excited to see more walkers get taken down?
Absolutely. Why not? Walkers are to be taken down. Don't let them walk.
Now, what can you tell us about your character on the show? Because I've seen you on so many other shows, but this one's completely different for you.
Yes, it is, and I'm glad you noticed because it's an anti-hero. It's a villain role in which I want to step more into. I really enjoyed being a part of this universe. It was like one of my bucket list checkoffs to be part of such a great world. And I think that being as a native New Yorker and being in New York under these zombie apocalyptic times, it was surreal. But I had a lot of fun doing it. The cast, the crew, Lauren, Gaius, they were all so supportive. Yes.
What would be one location in New York City where you would not want to be yourself around walkers?
Oh, my God. I would probably not want to be in the train. Yeah, I don't want to be in the subway while the walkers are around. It's like, I'm not going to go into the tunnel, and I also don't know where to run out of.
Now, I also asked him, I'm going to ask you, since we're in the birthplace of New York of hip-hop, pick 3 hip-hop artists, dead or alive, that you'll bring with you to the apocalypse.
Tupac. I'm going to bring Tupac, baby. Okay. I'm going to bring, let me see. I definitely am going to bring 50 Cent. And I'm going to bring Lauryn Hill. And maybe Dolce. Thank you.
You're welcome. My final one for you. Being that you've been on the show for Dead City's second season, have you always been interested in the zombie genre?
I'm a huge sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I love zombie. I love action. And I think that this is a superhero in itself kind of universe where there's heroes and there's also the expectations are very unpredictable. So I like being part of projects like that.
Thank you so much for your time. You're looking great today, too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Dead City.
Dead City. Dude, I can tell you're jet lagged.
You always say stuff like that to me. Like, man, you look tired.
Dude, well, you came all the way from France, though.
I am, though. I am jet lagged. And we've been doing this for, I think now I hit 7 days straight. So, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Time for you to admit it. Now, let's talk about Dead City's second season, because when I was watching, I noticed there was a lot of good changes with the show. So how did you approach this second season as the chief content officer?
Support and conversation is where it's at with the way I do it. I mean, I have my hopes and wishes, but, it's Eli, it's the writers, it's Jeffrey and Lauren, and all of it coming to the fore. I will say a first season of anything will always teach you lessons. Even if you kill it, even if you do an amazing job, you learn how to make the show, you learn what the show is. Now, this show ended in a way that the story was set. We had to fulfill this situation of Negan not being in a good situation, and Maggie with the weight of what she did, no matter who she did it to. So there's a lot going on even from the start.
Now, later this year, I believe we have Daryl Dixon coming back. Do you have any more plans for other Walking Dead related projects for the coming next year?
Oh, man. For the coming year, there are a lot of plans in the works. We're working on a lot of stuff. Some stuff that comes to fruition, some stuff that does not. I mean, that's just the name of the game. This year, I'm probably not. Probably not this year, but we're trying to put together stuff for the future and stuff that's stuff that's wildly unexpected, and then we work on stuff that's a little more, that has the DNA really tied to the show. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Scott. I know you guys got to go. What's up? What's up, Bubba? I'm good. I can tell you are jet lagged.
I am fucked up. I am a mess.
You know what? You know what's already recorded.
It didn't fuck me up until now. Like I went home to do Zoom interviews for like a couple hours, and I had an hour between finishing those and coming here, and I was like,
nope.
I was like, can I cancel?
I can't blame you.
I'm done. I've been up since 7 doing interviews today. Yeah.
And you had the best thing yesterday too.
Yeah, I did it until late last night, and all day today, and then I started again tomorrow at like 10 doing Good Morning Football, so it never ends, but it's good. How are you, Roman?
I'm good. My son is good. Walking around and all that stuff.
I saw a video. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, you finally saw it.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. My kids, did you see my kids again?
Yes.
Just like my height.
He was at the airport when we saw him.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how it happened, but all huge. All huge.
Let's get to Dead City.
You don't have to. I wear to talk about our kids, but yeah, all right.
You know what? I'll ask one question and another question that's unrelated. Being that you're executive producer of this show, how much has changed for you to watch it as the EA?
It's harder. It's a lot harder. I don't like watching myself anyway. I'm very picky in my own performance, and now as a producer, I find myself getting picky about everything. I have problems with editing. I have problems, everything. So you start to micromanage and look at things in a whole different way. And I don't want to be that guy, but it's part of my job now, and I want to be able to contribute in some way.
I was asking everybody else, if you were to take 3 New York rappers with you to the zombie apocalypse, who would they be?
New York rappers? Man, I don't... Did you see me? I'm a 60-year-old white man. Let me tell you, if you want to talk like Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, the Eagles, I got you covered.
Any music genre?
Yeah. I'm like a 70s rock guy. That's what I still listen to. The only rappers I know are Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and that's just because it's fucking entertaining as hell. And I'm Team Kendrick. Yeah, I don't know. I know, like... the New York rappers that are all gone now, So back in from when I was young. So there you go.
Thank you so much for your time, Jeffrey. I know you got a lot going on.
Thank you, brother.
Season 2, what can people expect from your character?
Sure. Yeah, I think people can expect to see Armstrong evolve. I think you just kind of see him go from the Law and Order guy to more of a family guy to more of the guy just trying to find the best solution with really bad options. How can we make the best of the situation, and how can we have some hope? I think all the methane stuff is not just, it's not just something for money and power. At least for Armstrong, it's really a hope that we can bring back the old world.
Going to my next question: is there a location in New York City where you would not want to be at where walkers are?
Oh my gosh, the subways. Subways. I would not want to be in the subways with walkers. Like no power, walkers. Rats, like everything else down there. No. I wouldn't want to be in the subway.
Can you imagine being there during the hot summer, though, knowing how humid it gets?
Oh my gosh, yes. I know New York summers. I grew up in this area, so I know New York summers, and that's not a place you want to live. Yeah.
Being that the show also takes place in New York, it's also the birthplace of hip hop.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You are 3 hip hop stars. You are one of the Name 3.
Are we going old school? Are we going new school?
Any era.
Like, why you gotta do this to me?
Any era.
Oh, do they have to be New York artists?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I was just having this conversation. Okay, so one of them has got to be Jay-Z. Like, I'm sorry, it's got to be Jay-Z. I only get 3. Okay, I go Jay-Z. Living or not living or passed away. Okay. Biggie, obviously, and oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble, man. Like there's so many, like, dang, you're gonna get me in trouble, bro. Okay. I say Jay-Z, Biggie.
Top three.
No, it should be time.
You know what my favorite was? Fucking 50 Cent, KRS-One.
See already. At 50. See, you got me in trouble, bro.
And every member of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes, come on, man. You know, already.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
How you doing today, Lauren?
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm wide awake, as you could tell. I had too much coffee.
Oh, the coffee after 2 is always like the killer for me. Yeah.
You know, yesterday you were at the Mets game along with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. How did it feel to be there, not only to see those fans, but to also see all the promotion for Dead City's second season?
Oh, the promotion? Wait, I have to start by saying one thing. When you walk onto the field, it is the coolest freaking feeling. Like, you literally walk on and your head just goes like, wow, what if you were going up to bat? What if you, you expect that it's going to be super cool, and then it's arresting. So it was cool. And then seeing the promotion for the show on the big screen and throwing the pitch, and we both threw great pitches, which was so relieved. Yeah, so it was fun. Yeah.
Now, going for this season, are you proud with the character development not only of Maggie but also of Herschel Jr. for this season?
Yeah, big time. I mean, Logan Kim, who plays Herschel, he was just so amazing and when we meet him at the end of season 1, and I think the writers were so excited to give him more story as we got into season 2, and we definitely did that. You know, we have smaller cast of characters, and it lets us go deeper into story, so that's what this year was about. Yeah.
We also got to see Maggie hold Lucille for a bit. I know you can't get into spoilers, but what can you tell us about that feeling?
It was pretty surreal. I actually didn't expect that it would have such a vibe to it. Not like a cool vibe, but like an actual vibe. And it comes at a moment in the story that's pretty big, as people could probably guess. But it was amazing. You know, picking up that bag gives you a certain kind of power. Yeah.
My final one for you. Being that you're also an executive producer for the show, did you have a change of thought on how to view the show as an executive producer?
I've been more involved in conversations, you know, across the board. Jeff and I both were, but you still get excited about letting the writers bring a new vision and a new angle to the story and viewing the show from a different perspective. So, you know, in so many ways you're privy to things, but yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's just what I was actually going to say was like the more you learn, the more you realize you want to learn, and that's kind of the most exciting part of any creative endeavor and any endeavor in general. So yes, yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Lauren. Good to see you again. Can't wait for the premiere tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much.